and a very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. So guys, in our previous session we have covered that how we can erode an image, dilate an image, and how we can canny an image, how we can create a canny of an image basically. So in our today's session we will be talking about how you can crop an image using OpenCV. So guys, with the help of OpenCV you can easily crop an image. All you need to understand is that one simple logic, that image over here is a NumPy array. So basically all the images are created with the NumPy arrays over here, and it contains rows and columns. And if you need to understand that, I'll give you a small example for this. So here I'll just import CV2. I'll create an image over here. So I'll be creating an image variable here in which I'll be writing CV2.imread. And here I'll be passing my location. So location of the image. For that I'll go to my folder and just copy this location. I'll paste it over here and convert all my forward slashes, all my backward slashes to the forward slashes. Once we're done with this, we'll give the name of the image, that is rows.jpg. So you can pick any image you want. And if you want to check its data type over here, so just like how we check the type of list, how we check the type of tuples, dictionaries, similarly we have to write the type over here. So we'll be using the type function. And in this type function, we'll pass our image. If you also want to see the image as of now, so we can just simply write cv2.imshow to show the image, and we'll keep it as the original image, and I'll pass my image variable here. Also, I'll be giving a wait key so that our window stays with us. So I'll be writing wait, capital A key, and inside this I'll be passing 0. Let's run and see what output we'll get as of now. So as soon as I run it, it says it's a class of NumPy and array. And array means n-dimensional array. Now what is this NumPy and n-dimensional array? And NumPy is basically a library in Python which is used for scientific computations. Here n-dimensional array over here means that here if you have seen matrices where we have rows and columns, similarly arrays are there which has rows and columns, and there can be multiple dimensions of rows and columns just like how it's there in matrices. So I'll not go in the depth of it, but as of now just understand that it is a NumPy array. In NumPy array, as I told you, there are rows and columns. Let's get the shape of this array. So if you want to get a shape of an array, so I'm not getting the width and height of the array. Basically, I'm not getting the width and height of the image, but I'm getting a shape of the array which will tell me the rows of number of rows and number of columns which are there inside this image. So I'll be writing print image dot shape, and as soon as I'll run it, if there's an issue in running, we just run it once again, and yeah, as soon as we run it, here the output looks like 183 rows are there, 275 columns are there, and 3 over here tells us that it is 3-dimensional. Okay, so we have 183 rows and 275 columns. Now all we need to do is we need to do slicing over here. Because if you want to crop something out, so similarly just like how we have a list, and if we want a small portion of the list, we crop it, we slice it, correct? And if we have a string and if we want a small portion of a string, we slice it again. Similarly, the same slicing needs to be done over here. So I'll be just creating a variable over here called as cropped image. So let's call it cropped image, and cropped image is equal to, just like how we slice list, similarly we need to slice this image as well by writing image, and in the square brackets, because we have rows and columns, first of all we will slice the rows. So rows is we have 183 rows, so let's keep it between 50 to 150, comma, and the number of columns, how much number of columns do we want? Let's keep them from 30 colon to 180. Let's just give it a try. And let's see what kind of image we'll get over here. For that, we will be again writing cv2.imshow, and here we will be writing our cropped image. Also, we will be passing our cropped image variable here, and as soon as I'll run it, so this is how our output looks like. This is our original image, and this is our cropped image. I guess we can get a little bit more rows from the top, so we can just put like 30 over here, and more width. For more width, we can get let's say 220 here. And let's just run it again. So I'm just going to close this again, and let's run it. So as soon as I'll run it again, see I get a little bigger image comparatively. So yeah, we can keep as much as we want. So if you want that it should not start with 30, but let's say make it start with 60 or something. Okay, so we can keep 60 as well. And I guess it has not run again. So just run it once again, and yeah, I guess now we have received a perfect just the rows part over here. Some petals are missing, but that you can cover with a little minor changes from here. But I just hope they have got the concept of rows and columns. So basically, these are the rows, the horizontal things are the rows, and the vertical lines are the columns over here. So if we talk about rows gives us the height, and the columns gives us the width over here. So here we are reducing and increasing the height in the first one, and here we are reducing and increasing the width in the second one over here. Okay, so I hope guys the concept over here is clear to you, that our image is a NumPy array, and to crop it all we need to do is the slicing of that image. So I hope guys you have no doubts in the question how we can crop an image using OpenCV. And in our next session we will be talking about more functions related to OpenCV. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Okay.